Infantry is an artist support system. So me, I've been signed a few times, not to anybody notably aside from Humble Beast, but from like when I was 18, I signed with a dope boy who I knew, and it was crazy. It was crazy because I was getting a lot of conviction from the Lord around that time. So I didn't really want to do what the label was, their theme, everything they was running with. It wasn't really my heart didn't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? So I would do a lot of things that didn't necessarily rock with the label. You know what I mean? So I ended up walking away from that. Still got love for that dude though. Still got a whole lot of love for him. And I appreciate that opportunity, great opportunity, but it just didn't work out. But so that, and then I started my own label with another dope boy, following that, and that didn't work either. You know what I'm saying? I was a Christian at the time, like a professing Christian, doing music, doing Christian type music too, like, and I was being funded by a drug dealer. And that didn't work, you know. So I've been in a few situations with record labels and stuff like that, and I've never had the support that I've always desired. Like, I've never had a manager. I've always desired to have a manager, somebody that has my best interest in mind, and somebody that kind of goes hard for Eshon Burgundy and kind of pushes me, my brand, who I am, gets me shows, gets me opportunities to get my music out to more people, but I never could find it. Could never find anybody like that. And I think it was because everybody I meet, for whatever reason, they feel like, oh no, Eshon's good. Oh no, he got it. He's cool. And I guess they feel like I don't need help, but there's a whole lot of help throughout these years. So I started Infantry with that in mind, knowing that there are artists like myself out here who don't have support systems. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you have a label, that it's not guaranteed they're gonna, you know, play the role of your manager or take care of, you know, the little behind the scenes, little small details that are real vital to a thriving career. I started Infantry to be a support system for an artist, but that doesn't take the artist's money. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make the majority, let me say this, that doesn't make the majority of the money in the relationship. And that's what typically that's what a record label does. You know what I'm saying? You sign to a record label, they're getting what, 80% of whatever you do, another 10% is going to some miscellaneous stuff, and then, you know, maybe 10, I mean, and that's big, maybe 10% goes to the artist. So that could be difficult, you know what I'm saying, for an artist to survive and live like that, you know. So I wanted to do Infantry where we have the feel of a label. We have the same, hopefully we'll have the same impact and same ability to push as a label, but we're not necessarily a record label. We're more of a support system. So we put you out there, we run you through our channels and help you get noticed more. And it's for a very, 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 very super low percentage. Infantry, we have Jeremiah Blajan, who actually helps me with it. Jay Johnson, a guy named Chris, a guy named Reflect, another guy named Neek Smith. So what's next for Infantry is us just trying to build, just trying to push and produce quality material out to people. You know what I'm saying? We believe in the gospel. We believe that the gospel should be something that it is at the forefront of our music. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely creative artists, and we take hip hop seriously, and we want to make quality music, good music at the end of the day, but at the same time we want to make sure that our heart is included, and our heart is that people would hear the gospel of Jesus Christ, and that people who already know Jesus Christ would be edified and be spoken to in the music as well, because everybody doesn't have a solid pastor, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? And everybody doesn't have a solid group of friends that they're around all the time. You know what I'm saying? So being as though that's not something everybody has. I think a lot of people, and I know this from my experiences and from people telling me this personally, that they get encouragement from my music. They get direction from my music, and artists like myself. So, you know, if I'm gonna make music, I want to make an impact. And so we know keeping the gospel forefront and everything that the Bible teaches, keeping these things forefront at the forefront and being concerned with people's souls is like really important.